Hey guys, so I wanted to make a raw, more unedited video showcasing something that I got to do this weekend with my friend Zach. So Zach and I have been friends since the start of middle school together. We played the original RuneScape together, and we've been friends for a long time. I got to go through, he has a collection of cards, he knows that I've been getting into the cards, and he said, hey, I want you to take a look at these for me. Let me know if there's anything that you see that is decent. Anything decent? And let me know. And maybe you could sell it and we could, share some of the profits. And he said anything that's in your wheelhouse, definitely keep it. But boy, there's some cool stuff. This binder, extremely loved, extremely played with. But I mean, the cellophane on it is just fragmenting. So if nothing else, let's try to save some of these cards. So I'm going to save this last page. I started doing this on my own, and I thought it was really fun to just go through and do this, but then I was like, there is so much stuff here that I think a interested party like yourself watching might also be interested in. So I'm going to stop where I'm at in this binder. There was also a ton of loose bulk, all originating from the original base set, Fossil, Jungle, Team Rocket, and a couple of base set 2, and some of the e-reader series as well. You'll see all that. But I just wanted to showcase some of this, just to show you what I've found, the interesting stuff, the stuff that's definitely gradable, the stuff that is very cool but not as gradable. So this one definitely got some loving. You can see some of the surface scratches and such. But it is a very good first edition Fossil. So this is the first printing of Zapdos in Fossil. I think the first printing ever. There's some whitening starting at the top, some whitening on the side, that surface dings and stuff like that. So this isn't horribly mangled. There is a couple of deeper scratches down here that you can kind of see. And I believe, yeah, on the thunderstorm, someone dug their nail right into there. So that's got almost a perfect nail mark there. So I would consider this either moderately played or damaged at this point. More in the moderately played, because damage to me is taking this and just crumpling it, but that's me and my headspace. Great one to start on. So a lot of the e-reader series, so like the Butterfree, he's got a lot of these reverse hollows for the e-series too. And I think these are the crystal rares, correct me if I'm wrong. I can't totally remember because there's 5 million different types of rarities, it feels like. And this is someone that used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I don't know all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarities anymore, because if this has 5 million, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has 10 million. But no, this one's in pretty decent shape too. Not a whole lot of surface wear or anything like that. Almost at all. Very minimal whitening. A little bit maybe in the corner. That's like a maybe. You can start to see some of the specks. A little tiny bit at the top, but otherwise, I mean, this is that's a clean card. I like that a lot. Some cool ones from the Rocket set: Dark Vileplume, Dark Hypno, Dark Dotrio. That's so cool. A lot of these with the Cosmo foil, you're going to see some really, really sick swirls too. So all those swirl fans, stick around for sure. Ghastly, this one's damaged. This one's going right into my personal collection, the damaged one. This one's going to go to someone that can also love it. But I want to give that to someone else. Erica Stratini. We're going to see some Dark Dragonairs. There's a bunch of cute Dratinis and stuff. But there is no Dark Dragonite. I'll just spoil that for you right now. No Dark Dragonite. Dark Primate. Dratini. Dark Flareon, which I think this card doesn't go for a whole lot, which is, fine for me because I like it, and I think I might keep this one because this is just, I mean, come on, man. This is such good art. I love this. An original Misty. Not original, not first edition, but, Gym Heroes. So Gym Heroes was the first ones to do the Brock's, Lickitung, Misty's, Psyduck, stuff like that. This was the first one to start that. This Nidoran, I mean, this one's just so cute. I love it. I can't stand it. It's so cute. Misty's Dugong. And a lot of these are in very lightly played to near mint. This one has the same like dings on the top corners. But I mean, you can pull English cards right now out of Journey Together, Destined Rivals, even the Megas. You can pull them dinged up in this exact same way right now, which is a real shame, honestly. Dark Gloom. I saw someone buying one of these at a card convention not too long ago, Dark Magneton. Except theirs was first edition and it looked a little bit cooler, but this is, I mean, it's just cool. Magnemite, I just like that art. There's the Dark Dragonair, he's got two of them. Both of which are in really good condition. Again, I've gone through them, starting to sleeve them up and stuff like that, but I wanted to show you guys. So this one has a little bit of whitening, this one has a lot starting on the bottom. Two really cool cards. Dark Weezing. This one, okay, this is holographic, and I can't quite show it, which is crazy. There's a swirl coming out of this guy's mouth, the little tiny baby head. I can kind of get it on the camera. I want you to know this is hard to see just in person, too. You're gonna have to take my word for it. Dark Weezing. Brock, another Gym Hero. No swirl here, but cool card. A reverse holo Japanese Skarmory. This one I really like this one. So, fossil set number 1 out of 62. Aerodactyl. Sadly, this one, you can see the surface scratches on this one. This one is very well loved and well played. The whitening and stuff isn't too bad. There's a little bit at the top and some on the sides here, but all in all, super cool. This Flaffy's adorable. This one is probably going into my wife's personal collection because she's collecting all the cute cards. And I don't think she knows what she's missing out because there's a lot of these Christmas-themed ones too. Master Ball. This, you know what? Let me swap the little penny sleeve that's in real quick. This one is a pretty decent card. It does have a good bit of scratches on the surface and stuff like that, so maybe a little polish might be able to breathe some life back into this, but dude, this is I mean, this is so colorful, this hollow pattern, the foil. Alright, this one, there's a couple. Let me put some of the better ones to the back so we have something to build up to. Because there's some really cool ones. Alright. Yeah, okay, we'll start from here. You're gonna see them all anyways. E-Reader Pikachu. Again, cutie patootie. This Nidoking. E-Reader series. Not the hollow one, but still cool. Reverse Hollow Gloom. In fairly decent shape. There's a couple of surface scratches, not too much. But this... I get that there's something cool right behind it, but this art, look at it. It just cracks me up, man. I'm like, what is he doing, you know? You know what, real quick. like this old art, too. Like, what kind of fumes are coming out, man, that are making your eyes look like that? You know what I'm saying? He's getting too close to the lava vents. It just cracks me up. Alright. This card is a heavy hitter. This is so cool. Reverse Hollow E-Reader series Charizard. I mean, like, come on, man. Come on, man. Let's look at the back. Frickin' clean, dude. One little tiny speck up at the top left. A little speck at the top, or bottom left. Very minimal surface scratching. There is a little bit, it's on the penny sleeve itself. Typhlosion, if I'm not mistaken, this one's in slightly better condition. I think this one only had, never mind, it had a little bit of whitening at the top, the one dot in the bottom, dot up there. So the Charizard's actually in slightly better condition than the Typhlosion. But look at these starters. Gen 1 and Gen 2 starters all the way. Love that, man. Of course, a reverse holo as well. Reverse holo Horsey. This Charmander, I mean, I have no clue what this one's worth. I haven't comped it out yet, but unless it's like crazy expensive, this one's gonna just stay with me. So there's two of these babies. The e-reader series Mew, which I showed my friend Kevin this, and he hates how this one looks. He says it is very like gross, for lack of a better word. But he does have a swirl right behind his tail. Look at that. And this one's in such good condition too. Like, I'm really blown away by like how good it's in. There is some surface scratching and stuff like that, but a quick clean might be able to help with some of that, because it is not deep at all. Look at that, man. Back of the card. I mean, it needs a little cleaning because there's some like that. I don't know what it is. It's called like Pokemold or something like that. I can see it starting there. I've seen videos with Kurt's card cleaning and stuff like that to clean it. So that stuff can be taken care of. That whitening near the top I can't fix the whitening down here at the bottom. But dude, I mean, such a nice surface, and that's what really matters to me personally. Love that, man. I love it. This Mew also has a swirl, but it's in the text box right around here. Get a nice look at that swirl. Woohoo! Look at that crazy holo pattern, though. You got Charizard in the background. You got Pidgeotto or Pidgeot right there. Just jumping up into the sky, celebrating. It's so pretty. This little cat fetus thing, I get why people love them, but it's cool. So getting back into some other cards, we've got this Poliwrath. This one, I think this one was clean. No, this one had the whitening at the top as well. There's very few that are totally clean. This Tyranitar, when I opened this up and I was flipping through his binder, I said, why didn't you show me this one, man? This one's like, it's so like ugly but cool. I mean, he looks like Godzilla, man. This is the kind of guy that you would imagine like that eats mountains and destroys them. Not to say that I don't like the cuter kind of newer ones that you can see, but like this is just, it's fierce. Masago. Kimiya Masago, the illustrator right here. It's 66 out of 165 here. And this was darkness energy. This was like a newer type of energy. All energy attached to him is darkness energy instead of its usual type. It was a cool card. Not the holo, but still, I mean, holy moly. So Japanese Entei as well. Alright, this one. Let's focus on this one. Focus up. Sabrina's Gengar. So raw, this card is about 450, 500 bucks. Just raw. Before I show you all the cool features about this card, there is very minimal surface scratching. I hope it's like catching and not just like blinding you. He's holding the swirl. So that swirl is like the coolest thing on this whole card in my opinion. And here's the whitening on here. A little bit down there. That little bit up there. And I tried to go over this as fine as I could. Please take a close look if you can. Let me know in the comments if you see something. But this is clean. Like really clean in my opinion. It's just, oh. I've been gushing about this one for a while. So this is the English version, obviously, because it's in English. In Japanese, let me see if I can get this without the foil showing. Okay. So in Japanese, Gengar is standing in a giant cemetery. When it was localized, they were in the middle of a religious panic where they were saying, oh my god, we're not going to be able to sell any cards over here because of the religious subtext of like witchcraft and all that stuff. So any mention of any kind of religious symbol or anything was taken away. So all this graveyard with all the crosses and stuff are completely photoshopped out. They didn't have time to fix this or anything, so this cool hollow pattern's neat, but if you look without it, it's just Gengar standing in an empty, like, nothing field, which is pretty funny because all the crosses, you can tell they used to be right here, they're all just cropped out, so I think that's super funny. Just this card is worth a ton. PSA 10 or any kind of graded 10. Nutty. I think this might be able to be I would hope to get maybe like a 6 or a 7 because it's not quite mint, but boy is it close. I mean, anything higher than a 7 would be respectable, but unlikely. Especially because I also think the centering is off. I think it's a little thick over here and a little thin on this side. So there's a couple of things outside of its favor, but no matter what it gets, this is so worth just being immortalized into a slab. So definitely worth its 2-3 minutes, whatever I gave it. And look at this little cutie patootie. You can see Pikachu and I think that's the Bulbasaur or Squirtle. Maybe it's Squirtle. It's got the face kind of like a Bulbasaur, but it has like a shell kind of... No, what? It's Wartortle. What am I talking about? Wartortle, Pikachu, Togepi. There's Bulbasaur. Yeah, no, that's Ivysaur. I see his leaf. And he looks like he's on some feather. I just think this is a cute one. I really do. And for these swirl fans out here, there's a swirl down here. Woo-hoo. Crazy. Anyways, cute picture. Fairly clean, some scratches and stuff like that. Definitely closer to the moderately played as well, but love it. Rocket's Hitmonchan. I don't believe there's any swirls on this one, but dude, I mean, this is an original Ken Sugimori. See him down there credited. The original artist for all the Pokemon. That's his design. Just a normal Magneton as well. This is from base set 2. And there's a half swirl right here. Really clean. Love it. Nidoqueen. This is from the Jungle set, number 7. Pretty decent shape. I'll show the back. I mean, definitely the whiting and stuff like that. It's not a 10, but I mean, for a, what, almost a 25, 30-year-old card, 27 years, whatever it's been. Jumpluff. Get your Jumpluff. This one's also got a swirl right up here. These guys, I mean, this is so cute. I love this, man. A double hitter here. So we've got the unhollowed Blastoise and the hollow version of it. And he's holding a swirl again. That's 2 that are holding swirls in this. That's just so sick. That's awesome, dude. I love it. So this is the non-hollow, this is the hollow version, and the hollow backing on this is like immaculate. There's a little, maybe the tiniest bit of whitening starting at the top. Again, I don't see any major dents, dings, nothing like that. This one was in the binder that I pulled out. Just crazy, dude. Crazy cool. I'm trying to be real careful with this as much as I can. So set these to the side. Let's grab out his binder. Let's continue enjoying this. One of the things I did pull out, he let me know, he said Kabuto was my favorite. And I could tell because he had stuck, I think there were 6 of them, and there's only 5 right here. I think I put the other 6th one somewhere. But he had them all stacked up and stuffed all together in one giant sleeve. And before you cringe at that, we all did that. Almost all of us did that as a kid. let's take a look at this next one. What do we got here? Japanese Star Mate. Oh my goodness. And behind it, pretty scratched up, but still really cool fossil set, Lapras. It's a nice pattern. I love that. You hear the little clickety clacking? It looks like my real life Pokemon. My dog just showed up and he says, "What are you doing up at this hour?" It is bedtime, and you know what? He's right, but how am I supposed to sleep when I've got Ken Sukimori's original fossil Lapras right here? Like, come on. Come on, dude. Cut me some slack. You know what I'm saying? Alright. I just think this is so cool. Super, super cool. We have a Japanese Lugia. And baby! That is cool. Base set 2, but still. I mean, like, without the hollow pattern, you can still see, like, it's so neat, dude. Any swirls? Any swirls? Is that a half swirl? It's the start of a swirl right here, but it gets eclipsed pretty quick. Yeah, this lighting is hard to... Yeah, I can see a little bit of it right there. Not a whole swirl. Not a big deal. Look how cool that is, man. Just to be able to hold these cards is such an honor. Careful with it. There we go. Sleeved Lugia. Japanese. He was telling me the same thing. He said, I thought the Japanese ones were worth like a ton more. And I said, maybe back then they were, but that was because, I mean, you couldn't go to Japan. Like, importing and stuff like that wasn't quite a thing as much as it is today, where you can just go on Amazon and it's to your door in another, like, 2 weeks. Just didn't work like that. Also in Fossil. Oh, holy mo... Okay, wait. I just flipped this one over. A sick Kindra. Kindra's just super neat. Big fan of him as well. That's awesome. That's so cool. And let me know which one so far in this whole thing, because we're not going to go over the bulk or anything like that tonight. There's about, I want to say probably like 10 or 15 of like the Charmanders. They're all shadowed, unlimited versions. None of them are shadowless, none of them are base set. But there's a ton, like Blaine's Charmander. Look how cool that is. I mean, come on. Super cool. There's a ton of like the Charmanders and stuff like that. I don't want to go over those too much. As much as I want to go over what's in this binder, which is what he said was his favorite stuff. I just want to highlight the stuff that he thought was super cool. And because it is. And this is his collection, and I just want to share it with you guys. Articuno. Pretty minimal whitening, honestly. Back's in pretty decent shape. Cool. Fossil. This Silophane, too. I mean, like, it's grody, it's yucky, but, like, I don't think this was totally, like, flipped through, like, every single day. I think it just is degrading. Alright, what do we have here? Oh, triple hitter. So, Suicune from the movie Pokemon Forever, which you can fight me in the comments if you want. The single best Pokemon movie. Potion Energy. I've never even seen that. That's pretty cool. It's from Team Rocket set, too. Let's throw those bad boys into sleeves. Whoop, whoop. Grab one out for Suicune. Now, Rainbow Energy. This one, I had one of these myself. Another double hitter. Oh, nice! Whoa, Metal Energy. And I know all you Swirl fans, man. Look at that double swirl right here. That's cool. That's pretty cool. This one I don't think has any. I don't see any. Still two super sick cards. The double swirl one's a little bit more beat up on the whitening on the back edges, but still. And whitening, I mean, I've been saying that a lot. Most of the time, that's going to come from you clanking them together, shuffling, things like that nature. It's never done with you just taking it and just like rubbing it, you know, stuff like that. That's how you're gonna make whitening happen. This rainbow energy, I had some of these as a kid. I remember thinking it's gonna make my Pokemon super, super strong, because none of us played the game. None of us really play the game now anyways, so I just remember being happy with it. Double hitter, what do we got? Full heal energy, that goes good with that potion energy, I suppose. Let's give those some sleeves, give them some love. If you see anything that strikes your fancy, definitely let me know, because like I said, he's wanting to try to sell his collection and he wants it to go to good homes for good people. And I know my audience, you guys are pretty cool. Full heal, double colorless energy. Some sleeves, please. And if you're missing any kind of bulk from especially Series 2, or the second base set rather, second base set, Rocket, Jungle not so much, Fossil a good bit. I did go through the bulk and there was a lot of that in there. Wheezing with a bay leaf on the back, nice. So this is from Fossil. Ooh. And I'm gonna have to remember what this symbol is, that double star one, because he's got a good bit, and it seems like it's where Johto starts. That's just me making an assumption there. This is 95 to 2000. So yeah, that was when Johto was here. Well, obviously, Bayleaf's here, but pretty decent, pretty clean card. Dig it. Got Wheezing. I'm just gonna pull out a bulk stack of this and move a little quicker with it. Wheezing. We've got an awesome looking pincer. Pretty decent, pretty clean, a little bit at the top. And Vileplume, nice. It's crazy now, just playing TCG Pocket like 40 times the number of heads for 3 energy. Like I've been playing the TCG Pocket, I'm like, that would be the slowest card in the world, plus it's a stage 3. So it's interesting to see where the power creep in the game's gone. A Pokemon Nurse. Not Nurse Joy, but ooh, and a shiny Muck. Holographic pattern's pretty neat. There's another one that's in here somewhere where he looks like SpongeBob, where he pulls out his nose to try to look like Squidward and he goes, Squidward. I'll see if I can find that one. it's pretty good. Look at the little baby Wooper being all patched up. I love it. Base set 2, Pokemon Center. And Ariados. So in spooky season, we just got the Spinarak. I mean, obviously this isn't the spooky season one, but this is another Ken Sugimori original. Ariados. The Pokemon Center. New page. Oh man, okay, I'm gonna start over here. Because Sunflora, I mean, look how happy. I love that, dude. Ah! Golem. Nice. I wish I was a bigger fan of the Geodude, Graveler, Golem line. I like them. It just... the trade evolutions always bothered me as a kid because I did have my brother to play with, but it was always a pain to either get him to where we needed to go together, or at least being able to source a second game for him, and then the link cables and everything. So we got 2 Nidorinos. It's funny, even that stage 1's up there in the top, even those look different between the two. And then we had Sudowoodo and Rhydon. That's a cool one, I like that. Oh yeah, Ken Sugimori, there he is again. Good old Ken. Let's get these babies into some sleeves. I'm hoping and praying that the fan that I've got blowing on me to make me not just sweat like a pig is not super loud in y'all's ear, but sorry if it is. I'll do what I can in post. Got Beedrill, Ken Sugimori right here at the bottom, base set 2, and a Dark Machamp. Okay, let's put that baby in a sleeve for sure. The original Team Rocket. Pretty decent amount of whitening at the top. Definitely falling closer into the lightly played, moderately played. Closer to the moderately played in my opinion. Again, if I'm off base with that, you let me know in the comments because I'm not 100% sure on that. On to the next one. So yeah, here it is. Here's a stack of Kabutos. I already took them out. I'm not gonna sleeve them all up. I'll definitely give a good one a good sleeve. You're a pretty good candidate. And yeah, I think between that and maybe this one, we'll sleeve 2 of them. Put the bulk over there. Sort that out in a little bit. Kabuto. And then Kabutops. Again, it's a stage 2 Pokemon, so you've had to evolve it twice. And for 2 energy, you get to do 30 damage. Like, power creep's real. Slug, I'm gonna go with that, with that Macargo earlier, but I mean, this art too. Ken Sugimori, I mean, crazy. Ken Sugimori, crazy dude. Talented dude that literally shaped most of our childhoods. I mean, shout out to him. Shout out to the artist. And these open from this side, so... Ooh, just be careful. Baby Pokemon counts as a basic Pokemon. So here's the Baby Pokemon rule box. When they originally came out, they all had the same thing where you had to flip a coin. And if you failed the coin flip, your attack towards the baby did nothing. Just to try to protect them, because they were all, and they still are to this day, just 30 HP. Decent effect Pokemon. Budew in the, I think it's Prismatic right now. Budew is a really good baby Pokemon that people use because Itchy Pollen is its ability, which makes you not able to use, I believe it's item cards in your hand. There's a Charmeleon. So everyone should be aware, if you're into the hobby space, the Charizard that should go right here that's worth hundreds to thousands of dollars, even in damaged condition. Here's the first 2. That's what makes up your Charizard, your Charmander and your Charmeleon. And Dotrio. Sick. Alright, let's speed this up a little bit because I am also pretty much ready for bed. Oh, that's a cool Raichu. Croconaw. Yeah, so we've seen Bayleaf, who's the middle evolution. Here's Croconaw, who's another middle evolution. And a Quilava. Quilava, who's the 3rd and final middle evolution. That's what they look like in the back. Not too bad. Yeah, not bad at all. A lot of this stuff's in really, again, really good shape. So there goes 1. Both of these are Ken Sugimori. And there it is. 2. So we got Raichu and Elekid. And then Ammonite's evolution, Amistar. I pulled out an Ammonite and put him right here. So there's the OGs right there. Those are part of the fossil set, of course, because they're the ancient Pokemon. Alright, I'm getting sick of dropping this pile. So. Oh, shoot! Yeah, see? Sticky fingers here. Or butterfingers, rather. There we go. Amistar. Let's grab this Ammonite from earlier that I found in the bulk pile. Oh, he's beat up. He's good. Ammonite Amistar. Vintage Cloyster. And Raichu. And Electabuzz's baby version, Elekid. And then we got Kadabra. And Zatu. What is going on this Kadabra? It's like a weird print line up there. That almost looks like an error. And I doubt that would count as an error, but it looks like the whole middle thing is just shifted slightly down. Like there's just a blank spot right there. Neat. Okay. Noctowl, which, look how creepy those guys in the back are, those other Noctowls. That's a cool piece of art. Ken Sugimori, go figure. And it looks like that on the back. Not bad at all. Haunter, I had this Haunter, and it was not in this good shape. I was rough with my cards because I played them everywhere. I mean, they were loved on. Look at this one, Wigglytuff. It's the only one stepping on one of the swirls right there. That's a really good swirl. Wow. It's actually in pretty excellent shape. The centering is really off though, so it's thick on the right, a little thinner on the left. It's good to know that American quality control is still the same 25, 30 years later. Let's do Clefairy, Clefable, and then Chansey Blissey down here. Oh, that's a cool one. That's a cool one too. Okay, so Stantler. Oh, Chansey, double Chansey. What are the chances of that? Haha, gotcha. That's cute. You can see her little reflection on the ground as she's running with her little egg. Alright, let's get you in sleeves, ladies. 1, 2. Stantler will come right back to you. Let's get your Blissey friend as well. Where did Blissey go? There she is. Come right back to you. There's Blissey. She's a big girl. Let's get you in sleeve, my friend. Boop. So this Pidgeot from base set 2 looks like he's farting out a swirl this time. That's pretty cool. The back is in pretty decent shape. A little bit of minimal whitening near the top, but pretty good. And I didn't know there was 2 behind this, so there's Clefairy, Clefable. Clefairy doesn't look like any swirls, which is whatever. And Clefable. And non-hollow Clefable too. You can actually see her little like wiggly ears better in that art. That's pretty cool. That's really cool. I like that a lot. And it looks like we're getting pretty close to the end of this all. We're at 38 minutes, 40-something seconds, so I'll have to put some background music or something over this just to make it a little more digestible. Which, if you're watching this, it's already there, and, you know, thank you future me that's going to do that work, but whatever. Stantler done. So we got Pineco, who becomes Forretress, which is one of my favorites. And the world's ugliest Mewtwo. I love it. I believe this one, it's a Black Star promo, so it's from that promo right there. This is, I think this one's pretty, like, decently priced, if I'm not mistaken. This is Black Star, number 14. It's a little bit of, like, gunk up here, which I think could just be cleaned off. There's also some pretty decent scratching and whitening on the back, so definitely pretty far from a 10, but still a pretty cool card. I want to keep this one if I can. I just don't think it's very pretty, and I think that's part of the charm. Snorlax, one of my favorites. I won't touch on him too much. Look at that dude. Is that Ken? Look at that's my boy Ken right there. Perfect. Murder of Murkrow. It's actually not a murder, it's a single one, so. Again, one of the original darkness energy. Pretty decent amount of whitening near the top, but cool. Japanese Slowbro from Fossil. This one has, I can like almost feel like a warp on it. Is there a... You can see that it's slightly raised up on the left. You can feel it right here, like it's bent, but it's not showing any signs of creasing. It's a little dirty, but yeah, well. Centric's Evolution Furret. It's a little tiny one popping up on the ground behind it. I like that. And Pineco. I didn't see any Fortress in here, which is what it is, but I think this kind of just gets into the bulk of some of the stuff that he had just all stuffed in multiple. So, Rata. 2 different Lieutenant Surges Rata. Number 19 and number 19, but this one's level 10, this one's level 7. They're from 2 different sets. I gotta look into this. I don't know why that's the way it is. That's cool. Normal Rata. Another normal Rata, but from Team Rocket. Lieutenant Surge and his Spearow. Jungle Spearow. Jungle Spearow. Base Set 2 Spearow. Pidgey Base Set 2. So this is where the collectability comes in, because again, these are virtually, not even virtually, they are basically the same card. They function identically. The only difference is the set. This comes from Jungle, this comes from Base Set 2. And Base Set is how you got into the game, that's how you played. I'm going to set these off to the side just so we can run through these and you guys can get on to the next video wherever the next big YouTuber's doing something. An awesome looking Onyx card. That's super cool. Brock's Geodude. Geodude from Fossil, and I had, I think, like 4 or 5 of these guys, and I loved them. They were well loved, well played. Machoke. I had this matchup, or this matchup. One of these was an e-reader card that I had, and I scanned the crap out of it. Brock's Mankey. Team Rocket Mankey? Well, it's not Team Rockets, but it's from the Rocket set. Man, that thing is pixelated. Now that we're in HD, you can see it. It's fuzzy. Super cool. Alright, I'm going to set these to the side. Let's get into this stack of Paris, I guess. Oh, let's not do that. Let's do Oddish first so I can... Erica's Oddish. Funky looking Gloom. I like that a lot. Erica's Gloom. Something about Gloom just it just tickles me, man. Look, look at how the art used to be too. Like, who says, yeah, draw this little like turnip guy headbanging and swaying in the wind, but also you could do this with him if you want. That's so funny. Or like pretty normal looking Oddish. That's cute. It's really sweet. I like that. I love how organized these are too for like, again, being almost 20 something years old. Let's be careful. This is like stuffed in here. I'm gonna take carefully. Take one out. Drop the whole pack of those. There we go. So we got Paris for days. We got Paris. Followed up with a Paris. Look at that cool Weedle. Caterpie. Ekans from Rocket. Ekans from Rocket. Ekans from Fossil. Nidoran. Okay, here we go. This is base set. So there is no first edition stamp. There is no set stamp right here, how everything else like the Fossil has that. Neither of these. This has a black border right here on the picture, the big square right here. It has a black border, which means it is the unlimited version. And you see at the bottom the copyright is 95, 96, 98, and then it says 1999. If I'm not mistaken, the third printing of it, this is the fourth, there's 4 printings. I believe it's 98, or excuse me, 95, 96, 98. It also will say 99 and then say 1999 Wizards. They realized it was redundant, I think, and then cut it back. So that's how you can tell if you've got a first, second, third, or fourth printing. Your first print will always say first edition. That's easy. Your second print will have nothing here, but won't have this black line right here. Your third print will have 99 written down here and also have 1999, and your fourth print won't have 99 but will have 1999. Jungle. That's that's cool. Just a laser beam. Sabrina's Venonat. Jungle Venonat. Erica's Bellsprout. Just Bellsprout. Just Bellsprout. And finishing up with another Paris. Put those to the back. So even these Bellsprout, it's the same art, but it's two different sets. This one's from base set 2, dignified by the 2. And then we've got the jungle set right there. So all in all, thanks so much for watching. Again, I like diving into people's collections like this. I've never been able to. I'm so happy that I have a friend that's both willing to pass on the love first and foremost, but also share in some of the profit too. Which, first and foremost, he said, make sure it goes to the kids that want it. After that, sell what you can. I'm on a mission to collect one of every card. Excuse me, not every card. Holy moly, I don't have that kind of money. Danny Phantom, that's a more his speed. I want to get one of every single Pokemon, but I also want to get one of every form. So doing that, I need to get all the different letters of unknown, and this did a huge dent into that. So, other than that, I'm going to go dig through the bulk here probably tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. See if there's anything else cool. I've gotten most of the shiny cardboard out. There is a little bit more to dig through, but again, thank you so much for watching, and probably a better, more edited version of a video coming pretty soon. So just, stay subscribed. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys.